I think something that is very, very important, that anybody that called themselves divine, right? You follow after the divine goals, the divine laws. You consider yourself chosen or called, right? You worship the holy God, the true God, the one God, the Omega, the beginning and the end, okay? The creator, right? Or the creator could be called the divine, okay? What's important for you to remember, right? This is a message to God's chosen ones, God's called kids, um, anyone who is of the true divine, okay? You might consider yourself a true divine feminine or a true divine masculine, okay? But it took you a while to get there, right? We had to overcome some things to actually stand in our power of divinity. What I want you to understand now that you are in your divinity, you're not going to be liked. Okay, you're not meant to be liked. All right, Jesus was not meant to be liked by everyone. That was already set in stone, that everyone would not agree with Jesus' ways, agree with what Jesus was doing. Okay, but it was up to Jesus to continue to do it, because even though he was not liked, he was felt. Okay, so as a divine feminine or divine masculine who is following Christ like, right? His steps, his ways to the masses, teaching the masses, right? Being an inspiration to the masses. Do not expect to be liked by everyone, but expect to be felt. Okay, because your presence and the way that you're going about things, it will trigger some people, especially people who are not divine, who are not chosen, and who have not been called to become divine. All right, you will trigger a lot of people. All right, the faster that you understand that everyone is not going to like you, but people are going to be triggered just by your existence, or felt or feel you, right? The faster you're able to continue with the journey that God has you on. We are not meant to be liked. Okay, I know there's some people on my YouTube channel, y'all probably don't like me. You don't like how I speak. You don't understand why I'm cussing. You don't understand why I'm so real, raw, whatever, how I talk. Okay, you're like, oh, this is not giving God. Oh, is she doing this? Oh, baby, that's a you and you problem. I'm not here to be liked by everyone. Okay, I will be respected. Yes, I will. I will always be respected. You're not going to disrespect me in my face. Fuck no, you ain't. Okay? But I understand that you don't have to like me. You're not going to like me. You're not going to like everything that I say. You're not going to like everything that I might do. You might not like my reactions. You might not like it because you're not understanding why I'm doing it. Okay? Just like people didn't understand, why was Jesus healing? Why was Jesus doing this? Why was he going against their rules, the Pharisee rules? Why was he healing people when they say you should not heal people? Jesus did what he needed to do. So chosen ones, people, the children that are called, you need to do what God is telling you to do. Jesus did what God told him to do. If you're being like Christ, do what God is telling you to do. They're not supposed to like you. You're not supposed to be a people pleaser anyway. If you're a people pleaser, you're lying. You're not telling people the honest truth. Okay, that means you're telling them things just so that they can like you, just so that they don't change up on you. You're afraid of how they're gonna treat you or something like that because they don't like what you said. No, 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 no. A real divine feminine and a real divine masculine, they're gonna stand in their power. They're gonna stand with their respect. And they're going to stand in what they believe in. Imagine if Jesus did not stand in what he believed in. You know how many people would not have been healed? We would not have all those beautiful stories to see how Jesus used and helped people, okay, on earth, if Jesus did not listen to what God was telling him to do. If he cared about being liked, he would not have healed those people on the Sabbath day. Okay, he would not have been saying he was God's son. Okay, he would not have been performing the miracles that he was performing if he wanted to be liked. Because everybody is not going to understand how you operate or the way that you move. Because everybody is not of the light. Everybody is not with the divine. So they will not understand the ways that the divine can move or use people. As long as you know that you're in alignment with the God's plan and what he wants you to do, you're fine. You shouldn't be looking for people to like you. Your mama might not like you. Your daddy might not like you. Your brothers and sisters that's blood may not like you. Okay, your pastor at your church, the leader, they might not like you. Okay, they might not like you since you was a baby. Okay, Jesus had enemies before he was even really born. Okay, they knew about his coming, and he had enemies. But did that stop anything? No. Did that stop the mission? No. Did that stop God's plan? No. We can't stop because someone doesn't like what we're doing. Understand, they're going to feel us though. A lot of people did not like what Jesus was doing, but they still felt him. People still feel Jesus to this day. And it's been years since he walked earth. You're going to be felt. You're going to be felt. They're going to feel you. They're going to feel your presence. They're going to know that you have this God-like presence. They hated Jesus, but they knew the way that he was walking, the way he was confident, the way that he wasn't afraid to tell people, hey, I need to go in solitude to go talk to the Father. That needs to be you. You need to do what God is telling you to do. Hey, I would love to go out with y'all, but I need to go fast and I need to go home and pray. I need to go be in solitude. I need to go to the wilderness. I need to go to a farm. I need to go sit on some grass and just talk to the Father. That's fine. You need to make sure you're doing everything you need to do to replenish your soul and to keep you in alignment with God's plan. It's not about them, because a lot of these people are lost. A lot of these people are conditioned. A lot of these people are in a matrix. Okay, they're just doing what people are telling them to do. They don't have a mind of their own. They don't have a voice of their own. They cannot even speak up. They cannot even tell you what they like or dislike. Okay, you should never be like those people. You should walk in honor. You should walk in truth. You should command respect. All right. People will feel you. They're going to feel you when you walk into the room. You know how they say your light shines so bright when you walk in, all the demons start running and stuff like that, or they notice you when you walk into the room from a spiritual tip. It's the same thing. People are going to feel you. They're going to know that you have that God-like presence. Does that mean they're going to like you? No. 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 And sorry if you have been mistaken to think that they will or that you should get everyone to like you, because that's false. You can't even get everyone to understand you. Okay? Not everyone is going to even understand you. Okay? Look at Jesus. Jesus is the blueprint. Okay, we see how people treated Jesus. We see how they neglect Jesus. Even to this day, you see how they don't even want to respect Jesus as the prophet that he was, even with the miracles and things that he were performing. But they still can't get Jesus' name out their mouth. They still feeling Jesus, though. They still feel his presence even without him here. People are still talking about Jesus. People are still not honoring Jesus for what he did, for the role that he played on earth. They want to give other people credits. They respect Moses, but they don't respect Jesus. Moses departed the Red Sea and freed the children of Israel, but that was all by God's grace. But Moses ain't did half the things that we seen Jesus do. Okay, but because they couldn't really understand Jesus and they didn't really like Jesus because Jesus wasn't a people pleaser type of person, he's the target. So you will be targeted. You will. You will, but it's okay, because when you're walking in that path, you're doing what God needs you to do. God will protect you. God will provide for you when they try to take things away from you. God will give you everything that you need. So, yeah, this is just a reminder for my chosen children. Not everyone is chosen, but many of us are called. Okay? For the called children, people that have answered to their calling. Don't think that now that you have answered your calling or you done stepped into your divine femininity or your divine masculinity, that people are just automatically going to respect you or like you or agree with what you're doing. They're not. They're not. There's a lot of Pharisees out here with religious spirits, and they don't even notice that they're a Pharisee. These are the same folks that they will crucify Jesus if he was in our face right now. So if you have that connection with the Most High, the Creator, the Divine, okay, the true God, the righteous God, you need to keep that connection with him. Don't start people pleasing and then you lose sight of the connection that you have with God. God is more important than these humans down here, because even if they don't like you now or they don't understand you now, they're still going to feel your presence. They crucified Jesus. They did all of that. Whatever went against Jesus. They didn't like Jesus, how he was handling himself, how he was confident, how he was walking through saying he was God's son. Okay. How he was healing the blind, how he was raising people from the dead. They didn't like none of that. But did Jesus stop? Jesus didn't stop. He let them stop him. He didn't stop. He kept going until he couldn't no more, until they decided to just crucify him. And even still, when he was on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Okay? Because a lot of these people, they don't even know that they're going against the true God, the holy God. You think those Pharisees, if they're alive today, a lot of them will be like, damn, I went against the true God, the holy God. What was wrong with me? So even though they're not listening to you now, or they may not understand you now, understand that years on down the line, they will understand, and they will always feel your presence. Your presence will be felt. Okay, you will be remembered. Jesus is so much remembered now, even by people that did him wrong. Okay, so they will remember you. You will be in the history books. But that's all I wanted to say. So, stop trying to be liked. That's how we get ourselves in situations that we ain't supposed to be in, because we want to be liked. We want to do things for other people. We want to make other people happy. We want other people to like us. We want other people to accept us. So we do things that they might like, that's cool to them. Don't do that. Do what you like. Do what God likes. And if they don't like it, let them just fall down. Okay, let them fall from the trees. It ain't up to you to keep a fruit on the tree. If the fruit want to fall off the tree, let that bitch fall. You don't fall from the tree chasing that one fruit, and you got 100 other fruits on this tree. You're going to fall chasing one fruit that decided to fall off? No. You continue doing what you're doing. And when you learn and understand that everyone is not going to like you, it will give you a sense of peace to continue doing what you're doing. Okay, now, I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye.